Namaste, everyone, and welcome. Thank you very much for joining me for this full moon meditation. Before we start, let's ask for divine blessing. To the Divine Supreme God, Divine Father, Divine Mother, to all the spiritual elders, holy masters, to all the saints, archangels, holy angels, spiritual helpers, personally, to my teacher, Master Twakok Sui Mahaguji Mailing, we humbly invoke for divine light, divine love, guidance, help, healing, and divine protection. Thank you for blessing us with a loving and grateful heart that we may appreciate all the blessings that we receive. We thank you in full faith. So be it. All right, welcome. For a lot of you who are new, you're wondering how come we do this full moon meditation. Let's just give you a short recap of why we do this. You'll notice during the full moon, a lot of people have a tendency to become, let's just say, emotionally triggered, right? And the reason for that is because there's so much energy pouring to the earth during the full moon that everything gets magnified. The good and the not so good. It's just like pouring fertilizer into the ground. So what happens is, for people who are not aware of it, they just go about their business and suddenly everything gets magnified. And since most people are stressed out of their minds, guess what's magnified, right? Now, in our case, since we understand this process, that there's a fertilizing or magnifying effect, we say, okay, we will use this opportunity. Since we're not under a faucet, we're under a waterfall, we'll actually use this intense energy with intention and focus, use it to flush out the things we don't want, right? Negative qualities, anger, stress. We actually use this energy as like a gigantic fire hose to push it out, all right? And the way we do that is during meditation. Now, the interesting part is when you meditate with the right type of meditation, you're able to flush what you don't want and you can amplify, magnify the love aspect within you, your spiritual connection, the goodness within you. Make sense? So it's actually an optimum time to get rid of what you don't want, and use that energy to magnify and make a lot bigger what you want, which is the good qualities within us. Make sense? Now, my teacher also said that since you're doing meditation at that time, you should also use that opportunity to talk about some spiritual topic. So every month you've been joining us, we always have a certain topic. Sometimes it's connected to a spiritual concept. Sometimes it could be everyday life. It could be astrology. It could be anything. Well, this month, here in the United States, it's, you have Thanksgiving, right? Thanksgiving holiday. And during December, we also have a whole month of gratitude challenge, which is there's 31 days we ask you to join us. Every day you have a certain meditation on how to give gratitude for different aspects of your life. So I think it's fitting we'll talk about gratitude this time. Now, the title that you saw there is Gratitude Changes Everything. So the question is, what is gratitude? We've been always taught there are many levels of truth. On one level, gratitude is simply an emotion, right? On a higher level, gratitude is a form of energy that affects every part of our life. And that's what I want to focus on, because everybody knows, gratitude is an emotion. You do something good for me, I'm grateful, I'm happy, thankful, done, finished. Let's take it a little deeper. First of all, if we don't have gratitude, it's almost impossible to be truly happy. You go, well, what's good? Gratitude and happiness have to do with each other. Well, if you're not grateful for what you have, right? Even the smallest thing, you always think, there's something better. Now you say, well, what's wrong with that? But you see, once you attain that and you're not grateful for it, let's say you want a car. So you have a car right now. You go, okay, it's a nice car. You go, I want a nicer car. Once you get it, if you're not grateful for having this in your life, you go, I want something else, and something else, and something else. So you never get to appreciate what you have. Make sense? So appreciation and gratitude actually go together, right? You say, I'm grateful I have this nice car. It can take me to work, get me what I want, or where I want to. I'm grateful. So, gratitude doesn't have to be like gigantic. It's just appreciative. I have this. Nice car. I'm glad to have it. Or your health. You say, well, I want to have a 6-pack. Right now, I have a food pack. You get my point? So, okay, you work hard. You get there. Then you go, now I want something else. You don't say, well, I've accomplished a certain thing. I'm happy. Yeah, at least I've gotten somewhere. So, good job. You get my point? So this thing about gratitude and appreciation, they're interconnected. And because of that, you have little doses of happiness. Now, if you're never satisfied, right, then you never be grateful, be thankful for anything. You're constantly searching and searching. As we said, it's good to be searching for something better, but if you never appreciate what you have, guess what happens? You'll always be empty and you'll never be happy. So gratitude is actually extremely, extremely important for one's well-being. Now, gratitude is also faith. Faith, faith unleashed. You say, well, what's it got with faith? After being grateful is good. What has faith got to do with it? You see, there's always a two-way street. When you're grateful for something, you open yourself up for more good things to happen in your life. Does that make sense? So when you're grateful, Lord God, thank you very much for this wonderful job that I have. Thank you. So when you're grateful, you become super conductive. That's why I remember my teacher used to say, in India, they have this term sharanagati. And most people think it's surrender. Okay, if you talk to anybody from India, it's oftentimes misinterpreted as surrender. But in reality, this so-called sharanagati or surrender that most people from India, call it, actually means spiritual conductivity. See, surrender means you surrender or you give up your will, so people control you. Make sense? Sharanagati is actually you're spiritually conductive to a higher power. So I think the easiest way to understand this is through a verse that St. Paul said, if you have a Christian background, I can do all things through Christ that strengthens me. The secret word is through. I can do all these things through Christ that strengthens me. In other words, as that energy from Christ flows through me, I can perform all these miracles. Make sense? And a lot of you who have joined us for many years in our Hatha Yoga, we have our version that says, just because I don't have the talents and the skills to get this spiritual goal attained, right? It does not mean the great teachers, God and the great teachers cannot do it through me. So as long as we are grateful, we can be very, very conductive for this spiritual power to flow through. Make sense? Now, in a similar manner, when you are blessed with good things in life, you say, oh, Lord God, thank you. Or let's say you're not a religious person. Oh, I'm just grateful to have this, good health. I know a lot of people out there that are suffering with ailments left and right. The fact that I can take a breath and go to work and no aches and pains, I should be grateful. When you do that, your body's actually more conductive to prana. Make sense? So just to prove it to you, okay, shake your hand. All right, go like this. Feels about the same, right? Okay. Now, pick any hand. In this case, just pick whatever. Just make it easy. Pick one of your hands, okay? Whatever hand that is. Now, close your eyes. Just say, I'm so grateful. I'm so thankful that this hand is healthy. I'm so grateful I have this hand that I can use it to, feed my body. I can use this hand to heal people. I can use this hand to do lots of things. So I'm so grateful to have this. Thank you. Thank you. Whoever gave me this hand, thank you. Thank you so much. I'm so grateful to have this hand. Just be still. Okay, easy, right? Compare. If you're sensitive, you might notice, wow, there's more activity. You know why? When you're grateful, you immediately become more receptive. So that receptivity or spiritual conductivity for the energy, spiritual current to go through you, or the current, the prana, the life force around you to go through you, it's what you call faith. Okay? So if you have faith, the size of a mustard seed, right, you can move mountains. Remember that? In the Lord Jesus said that. Well, in India, you know the story of Hanuman, Lord Hanuman, the deity that has a monkey, oftentimes depicted with a monkey face. What was the story? There was somebody who's sick, and he was instructed, okay, go get an herb from this place that will cure this ailment. Well, he's so conductive to the spiritual instruction. He went there. He said, I don't know what this herb is. So I'll just pick up the entire mountain and bring it over and let the teacher and all these herbalists pick the herb to cure that person. So in his case, his faith, his spiritual conductivity was able to move the mountain. Make sense? Now, of course, that's a story. I according to Master Cho, that's basically a metaphor or a symbol to show you that when you have enough faith in you, you can move mountains of obstacles. Make sense? So let's apply it in our lives. Oftentimes we get discouraged, right? Some people complain, they don't have enough money, they're not wealthy enough, right? They're not well known enough, their body is not strong enough, they're not smart enough, they don't have an education, whatever stuff that you can think of that prevents us from being successful, right? In any part of life. I'm not the kind of person who's sensitive enough to be loving to people, whatever excuse we can think of. Guess what? If you think, there's always someone who is less blessed than we are. If we complain about health, let's break it down from health. You go, yeah, whatever ailment you have, whatever you're not feeling good at, the fact that you can even listen and watch this, that means you're still better off than a lot of people that are, blind, they're deaf, what else? They probably can't get out of bed. They have a certain ailment that they're sedated. I mean, there's always someone who's worse off than we are. So by being grateful, our bodies can receive more healing energy. That's why one of the things that you can do as part of this is, if your body has certain ailments, you just be grateful. Lord God, thank you. I'm super receptive. I'm super grateful for all the fresh prana my body's absorbing. And if you do that over and over again, just being grateful makes you conductive, right? Open up your pores, energy goes in. So gratitude allows you to be more receptive. Make sense? Same thing with relationship. A lot of times we complain, well, how come this person doesn't love me or this and that? I mean, there's always something to complain about. If you say, you know what? We might not have a good conversation, but at least this person listened to me. Always learn to be grateful for the little things. So as we're grateful for the little things, we open up ourselves for the bigger, better things to come into our lives. Money, same thing. You're watching this video, aren't you? There must be some mechanism for you to see it. Now, what happens if you live in a cave or you live in a slum somewhere in the middle of a country that's so poor, you won't be listening to this message. There's always something to be grateful for. Then I heard people say, yeah, I can't meditate. That's the number one thing people always tell me whenever I go to a big event like UPW or I give a talk in front of a corporation where corporate people who were trying to teach spirituality and meditation. Oh, I can't meditate. Really? Has there been a time when you're daydreaming? Has there been a time you're relaxing and you're just thinking, it'd be nice to go to Hawaii. It'd be nice to go somewhere. And you're there just relaxing and enjoy it. Oh, it'd be nice. You know what? That's a form of meditation. The fact that you can even think, you have to be grateful. So to kind of put it all together, the easy way to do this is something like this. Number one, know where you came from, right? Where were you before? Where are you now? Everything else in the past was necessary. The components were there. They might not be all good. Some of them might be painful, but all of them molded your character to be who we are today. Make sense? It's like I had my share of screw-ups in the past, and there's always regret and remorse, which is good. Some authors I've heard no regrets, don't feel sorry for this because it's part of learning. That's only partially true. You know why? I remember my teachers telling me, without remorse and regret, you don't think there's anything wrong, there's a high probability you'll do it again. That little sting actually help you learn. It's like, what did my teacher say? He used to say, Master Cho used to say, it's better to burn your finger than your entire body. It's better to screw up a little bit, learn from it, so you don't have to make the bigger mistakes. So the past is always good to look and say, as painful as that was, I learned a lot of things of at least what not to do, so I can progress further. So I'm grateful for all those lessons. They're painful, and I'm grateful for them. I'm glad they're over, right? But I learn from, I extract a lesson and move forward. Now the present. How does gratitude affect your everyday life? You say, you look at what you have, your health. your finances, your relationship, your mental capability, your spiritual connection. There's always something to say, Lord God, thank you. Now, if you're an atheist, be grateful anyway. Somebody will hear you. Okay? So the whole idea here is by being grateful, we open up ourselves for better things to come into our life. That's one. Number two, gratitude also makes you more positive. Because you already know, wherever you've put your attention, that's where energy goes, right? So if you keep focusing on what you don't want, that's what you get. It's just like when you're driving. If you keep looking, you don't want to hit that pole, there's a tendency you'll notice for your hand to steer in that direction. I noticed when I was learning to ride a bicycle. Same thing. You go, okay, you keep looking at the pavement, I'm going to fall. Well, guess what? Smack. Make sense? And I remember at that time I was riding a bike, I said, okay, I'm going to focus right there. And as I keep focusing on where I want, somehow the nervous system knows where to go. So when you focus on gratitude, now we talk about past, present, right? Now let's talk about the future. When you say, I'm grateful for the good job I'm going to have. I'm grateful for this improved relationship that I'm going to have. I'm grateful for all these blessings I'm going to receive. Guess what happens? There's a tendency for your entire nervous system and focus to go in that direction. Now, that's why you notice when we do our prayers, we always say, Lord God, all the great teachers, holy masters, saints, whoever you want to pray to, we say, thank you for the inner peace. Thank you for the divine guidance. Thank you for the healing. You notice that? And then in the end, we say what? In full faith, so be it. I remember my teacher was talking about it. He said, the reason you do that is positive expectation. You're already grateful for what you're going to receive. So it makes you super absorbent to that spiritual current and those blessings that come to you. Now, speaking of which, you notice there's some people who have difficulty sleeping. And you heard the story, count sheep, whatever, you count, right? There's something better you can count. You know what it is? Count your blessings. I'm so grateful I have good health. I'm so grateful I have this. You keep going. Your heart opens. When your heart gets stimulated, when you're grateful, your crown opens. Make sense? A lot of divine energy come down. It cleanses you. And then at night, poof, you leave your body. You go flying around. We call it dreaming. So instead of counting sheep, you count blessings. As you count blessings, it won't take long. Knock out. Make sense? So gratitude is amazing. A lot of people say, yeah, but I try. You're not trying hard enough. If you wake up in the morning, I heard a lot of people do this. And Tony Robbins, as you know, I'm very grateful to be, working with him on a lot of the events. I've been given an opportunity to meet a lot of great people. And one of the things he always advocates is gratitude. Gratitude and grace go hand in hand. When you have gratitude, you are receptive for this grace, these divine blessings to flow through you. So being thankful and grateful changes everything in your life. Now, since we're very systematic, I'm an engineer by trade, what we're trying to do is put all of you on a routine. Because when you have a routine, it makes you follow a certain step-by-step ritual, which will keep giving you the effect and escalating it, making it better. So during December, we have the 1 month gratitude challenge. Every single day, we have a meditation. It's connected with meditation, twin hearts, and gratitude. So I'll just kind of give you an outline. All right. On Sunday, first day of the week, we're grateful for the presence of God in our life. Okay. Now you say, well, I don't believe in a particular religion. I never said religion. Just believe in a higher power, good enough. Okay. We're grateful for this supreme intelligence that is there for us. Okay. So there's that meditation. Then on Monday, we're grateful to ourselves, right, for having this existence, for this body that we have, for this consciousness that we have, for this awareness that there's the I who's trying to learn lessons, try to be better, and to be able to help others. Okay? Now, that's very, very important because that also is connected to self-esteem. Oftentimes, and a lot of us on the spiritual path would beat ourselves up with guilt. And, you know, I remember my teacher used to say, if all you look at are your faults, you'll make more mistakes. You have to say, I'm better this year than I am last year. Good job. And appreciate it and be grateful that I have learned these lessons. That's different from being arrogant or pride. They just say, it's good. So that's on Monday. And then Tuesday, we're connected to this meditation, and the meditation is to give thanks for our good health, for this physical body that helps us fulfill our spiritual destiny. Because without a physical body, you can have good intentions, best intentions in the world. If you can't even lift a finger to write, to type, you even can't get out of bed, how are you going to go help people? Make sense? So we have to be grateful for the physical body. Now on Wednesday, we're grateful for our teachers, our mentors, our coaches, right? In India, our guru. So why is this important? I remember many years ago, I was reading this book called The Causal Body. It's on theosophy. If I remember correctly, they said teachers, elementary and kindergarten teachers are so important because when the body's young, from 0 to 7 years old, the soul is still learning how to control the body, the emotions, and the thoughts. And whoever the teachers are at that time is actually assisting the soul mold the body, the emotions, and the thoughts so they can be a better person in the future. So, you already know this. A lot of teachers in school, I don't know about in other countries, but in the United States and some countries I know of, the teachers play such a crucial role to our children as they grow up. They don't get paid enough. They're overworked, right? We have to be grateful for all of them. And I remember our daughters, and the older one, what changed her life was on first grade. She had a very good teacher, gave her the encouragement that she needs, chastised her, reprimanded her when she's not doing well, but doing it in such a loving and positive way, it molded who she is. Our second daughter, same thing. At a certain point, she had certain tutors that was helping her that basically set the standard and set the pattern. So as she grew up, she just followed that mold, and both of them are doing very, very well. So teachers are extremely important. Now, since we're a lot of us on the spiritual path, let's take it a little deeper. According to, I think it's Adi Shankar in India, if I'm not mistaken, a great saint, he said, there are 3 things that a soul, a spiritual aspirant, has to be grateful for. Number 1, the fact that we can incarnate and have this earthly life to learn lessons and evolve. Number 2, we have to be grateful that all of us have this yearning, this desire to learn, evolve, and connect to God and to be enlightened. And number 3, we have to be grateful when we meet the spiritual teacher assigned to us, because that spiritual teacher gives us light, gives us healing, gives us blessings, so we can further realize the goodness of the presence of God within us. You see what I'm saying? So teachers are extremely, extremely important. Now, I know what you guys say. Yeah, but I can name at least 5 terrible teachers I had in the past. You know what we teach in our Hatha Yoga? We always say, even the bad teachers we've had in the past, on a spiritual level, we have to be grateful. You know why? At the bare minimum, it teaches us what not to do. Mistakes we can avoid by not following them. You get that? So, look at it this way. There's a saying in the Chinese tradition, to get to the objective, to the goal, right? To the final destination, there's an easy way and a difficult way. The easy way is to figure it out on your own. The easy way is talk to the people who've been there and are on the way back. The ones who have been there are our teachers. They've already made the mistakes, they learned, they studied through many lifetimes, and basically they're giving us a spiritual GPS that you just follow. Step 1, step 2, step 3, like a cookbook, and just go in that direction. Avoid this pothole, avoid that detour, avoid this, broken bridge, whatever. So instead of finding our way like this, you can get a shorter, narrow road. Because I remember there are some books, there are some people who have been hurt by teachers that were not so good. They just went nuts. I mean, they did, oh, you don't need a teacher to spiritually evolve and be like, which is true. The question is, how much suffering do you want? Does it make sense? If somebody's already been there, say, this is how you meditate, this is this, this is that, just follow simple instruction. That's why Master used to say, follow simple instruction. Now, I know what you guys are saying. Well, if that's the case, then you're gullible, and then what if you get fooled? That's why he said one more thing. He said, always practice intelligent evaluation. Don't swallow everything blindly. Understand, analyze, experiment, and then take what you think is useful and helpful. So if you have those two, you can learn from anyone. Basically, you listen. This, okay, that makes sense. That doesn't make sense. Okay, I'll practice this. I won't practice that. Well, the track record of this person seems to be good. Okay, by now, I think most of the things he or she teaches is good. Okay, I'll follow. Then you go, somebody teaches something, no matter how, what's the word I'm looking for? Shiny, sensational. You go, wait. Okay, I know a lot of people are following this guy or this woman. Let's take a look. This makes sense. This doesn't make sense. This is blind faith. Forget it. So the idea is you can learn from anyone. You just extract what you want. I remember Master Cho used to say, the teacher's like a supermarket. You walk in, you don't buy everything. You take what you need and leave. Make sense? So be grateful for the teachers in your life. And on Thursday, remember we're going through the days. On Thursday, what we do in those meditations, we're grateful for our financial wealth. You go, well, you're not there yet. Doesn't matter. Wherever you are, be grateful and use it as a stepping stone to go even further. Make sense? I remember before that, before I met Master Shah, I used to complain. Okay, how come I don't have enough money? How come this? How come that? The more I focus on not having it, the less I have. And I think what I learned from my teacher is like, you create positive thought forms, thoughts that become energy forms in your aura, and these actually propel you to success. So if you're grateful for what you have, okay, I might not be a billionaire yet, but I have this much, it's helped me. I'm very grateful, Lord God. I'm going to use this wisely. Thank you. So when you do that, your energy is towards something positive, which will attract more positive energy. Not to mention, you're more receptive to be magnetizing prosperity energy compared to complaining all day long. Have you ever met people who like to complain? These people who like to complain don't know how to be grateful. So that's why it's a downward spiral. Learn to be grateful so that as things get better and better, you can be more grateful and you just keep getting better and better. While if a person likes to complain, they keep focusing on negative, they keep getting more things to complain about, and crash, toilet. You get the idea? So that's what we try to do. We go through Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, right? We're grateful. Thursday, we're grateful for the prosperity that we have. Fridays, we're grateful for relationships that we have. You say, well, some are good, some are terrible. As we said before, we learn from all of them. From the pain, we learn tolerance. We learn patience. True or not true? Think about it, right? So from there, we're grateful for the good relationship we have. We nurture them. The ones that didn't work out, we're also grateful because two things. One, you learn from it. Number two, you don't have it anymore. Make sense? Well, yeah, I'm still going through it. So what you do, you say, I'm grateful for this learning experience. What is it I need to learn? Yesterday you had an argument with someone and you're fuming, you're going crazy. You go, okay, what did I learn? Don't say this, don't do that. Worst case scenario, avoid that person. At least I learned something out of it. Make sense? So there's always something to be thankful for. And Saturday, we deal with things that happen in our life, and we just simply call it life's lessons. There are good things and not so good things that happen, right? All of us have it. I can name you a few things in my life that I want to slap myself. But you know what? The fact that I can take a breath, the fact that I can sit here and share some of that knowledge from the pain that I endured and healed from, if I can just pass that knowledge on to you, I'm grateful for that experience. I don't want it to happen again, but at least I know how to be thankful of it. Make sense? Because here's the thing. If you keep complaining about it and say, oh yeah, but he did it and she did that, you know what happens? You don't take responsibility. You don't take responsibility, you don't learn the lesson. When we don't learn the lesson, it's bound to happen again, and the suffering continues. Make sense? If you say, I got it. I contributed here. I did this that caused the problem. That was my mistake. I'm responsible for it. I learned the lesson. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I promise I won't do it again. Thank you for the lesson. I move on. So the suffering can end. And the fact that the suffering end and you extracted lessons from it so you don't make that future mistake again, it's something to be grateful for immensely, immensely, immensely. So as you can see, what we did there, you just go from Sunday to Saturday. Every day we have something to be grateful for. By the time you're done, you cover the entire life, entire aspect of your life. So in those 4 weeks, we just do it every single week. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 or 5 weeks in December. And since it's a time of giving, right? You say, well, I'm not into Christmas. It doesn't matter what you're into. You can always be grateful. And I heard this one. I love this one. Yeah, this thing about Christmas is just some people, came up with it so that they can make more money and the merchants can make money. People can sell more stuff. You know what I say to that? Who cares? Really, who cares? I bet you won't be complaining if you're the one who's making the money. But you see, the secret is to see higher from the spiritual level. True, that might be the intention. But you know what? It forces people to give. You say, oh, they're not giving willingly. Are you telling me that every person that gives not giving willingly? When there's someone you love, it's Christmas, Hanukkah, Yom Kippur, whatever. It doesn't matter what festival it is. You give what goes to your mind if you truly care about someone. You give this to them because what do they want? What will make them happy? Right? And then what are you looking for? You give it to them. They open it. Oh, I love this. This is great. How do you feel? You feel good, don't you? Make sense? If just 10% of the population did that, you have 10% of the entire population that are more loving and given the opportunity to open their heart. What's so bad about that? And I've even seen people, I've heard people, it's funny, they normally drive crazy in the streets. They'll start letting people pass. They go, well, it's Christmas, I'll be nice. First of all, why does it have to be Christmas only? Why does it have to be December? It should be any time, right? But look at it this way. The fact that there are little, efforts that people exert to be kind, that's still good. Make sense? So to kind of wrap it all together, just want to be grateful that I'm here to share my teacher's teachings with you. I'm grateful the fact that there's this media. We used to be talking to people one-on-one in class or how many people. And then we got to, those things? It's audio conferences by the phone. And then we have video conference. And who knows? Next time could be holograms. Well, we'll all be in a room, not physically, but energetically, as if we're there. Who knows? But the important part to remember is we're just grateful to be able to practice, to be able to learn, to be able to grow. And because of that gratitude, our hearts are open, which opens our crown, brings down more spiritual energy, gives us inner peace, love, and connectedness. Not bad, right? So, shall we meditate? Why don't you get up and do some shaking? I know I talked for a while, but I hope that kind of drive that through a little deeper. All right. You ready? So close your eyes. We'll do the meditation twin hearts as taught to us by my teacher, Grandmaster Cho Kok Sui. Inhale, exhale slowly. Just breathe. Now take your left hand, gently tap your heart. Your right hand, tap your crown. Put your hand like this. First, imagine someone you love in your life. project beautiful pink light to them. And just say, from my heart to yours, I shower you with love and much affection, unconditionally. Now fill them with so much love and affection. Now be aware of your crown. From your crown, project lots of love to them. Fill them with golden light. And say, may you be blessed with inner peace and divine love. Now we'll project this love, not just that one person, but the entire earth. Visualize that person that you love as one of billions of people on earth. Just imagine the earth in front of you like a little ball. Be aware of your heart in your hands. Project lots of loving pink energy. We will use the prayer of St. Francis of Assisi to allow us to be the pipeline for that energy to flow through. Lord, make me an instrument of your peace. Wherever there's hatred anywhere in the world, let me sow love. Where there's injury, let me sow pardon and forgiveness. Where there's doubt, let me sow faith. Where there's despair, let me sow hope. Where there's darkness, let me sow light. And where there's sadness, let me sow joy. Allow your soul, allow your entire being through your heart and hands to be simply an instrument to bless every person, every being on earth with peace, with love, with a spirit of forgiveness, with hope, with faith, and with joy. Bless every person, every being with peace, love, and kindness. So be it. So be it. Bless your family, your friends, the people you work with, the city you live in, the state, the country, and just let it spread throughout the entire world. So be it. So be it. Now be aware of your heart. Feel the love within your heart. Take a deep breath. Go up to the crown and exhale. Again, be aware of your heart. Take a deep breath. Go up to the top of your head. Exhale. One more time. Be aware of the love within your heart. Inhale. Go to your crown. Exhale. Stay there. Keep your tongue in the roof of your mouth. You might feel your crown tingling or a slight pressure. That's your crown expanding, being filled with so much divine light. Let that golden divine light pour down through your hands to the earth. Bless your family with golden light, your relatives, your friends, the people you work with. Let that golden light just spread to the city, state, country, and the entire world. Flood the entire earth with beautiful golden light. From the heart of all-loving God, through my soul, through my entire being. May every person, every being on earth be blessed with love and kindness. Let all be blessed with great joy and happiness, with understanding, harmony, and divine peace. May all be blessed without exception. So be it. So be it, and so it is. Just let rivers of golden light flow through you, filling the earth. Your family, your friends, all the people you know, just fill them with so much golden light. With joy, with happiness. So be it. Now be aware of your heart, be aware of your crown, take a deep breath. Exhale, imagine golden light pouring out of your hands to the earth. Again, be aware of your heart and crown, take a deep breath. Exhale, imagine beautiful golden light pouring out of your hands to the earth. One more time, be aware of your heart and crown, take a deep breath. Exhale golden light out of your hands. From the center of the heart of all loving God, through my soul, through my entire being, may every person, every being in the higher worlds, the middle worlds, even the lower worlds, let all beings in every direction and every dimension be divinely blessed with unconditional love and kindness. Let all be blessed with inner peace and inner healing. Let all be blessed with understanding, with harmony, goodwill, and the willingness to do good. So be it. So be it, so be it, and so it is. As that massive spiritual current is flowing through us, let's think of the people in our lives. Let's start with the past. Who in our past have contributed to who we are today? Who do you want to thank? They might not, be in the body more. They might have passed, or they're not in your life that you interact with. Think of all the people in your life that have contributed to who we are today. Project lots of golden light, project lots of love, and lots of gratitude. Just simply from your heart, your soul, just say thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Think of your teachers. I know who I'm going to thank. I have many teachers. Of course, my teacher, Grandmaster Chokoksi, who made me who I am today. I send lots of love, gratitude, and respect to my teacher. And all the other teachers that have contributed directly and indirectly to our development. And remember your inner teachers, the angelic beings, the guides, the inner teachers who are there to work tirelessly day in and day out, just supporting us so we don't screw up too badly. Project love and gratitude to all of them. Say thank you. Thank you so much. We don't know who you are, but we're grateful for continuous love, help, and support as we tread this spiritual path. Thank you. Thank your parents. Okay, very, very important. You say, well, I don't know if our relationship is good. Doesn't matter. Without them, you're not here. Project love, unconditional love. That means you just love them because it is, not because of anything else. Project love and gratitude. Just say thank you. Thank you for being instruments in helping me be here. Think of your friends, people you work with. Project love to all of them and project lots of love and gratitude. Say thank you. The people who have been not too nice to us, project love to them. May just look at them and just say, may you also learn from your mistakes like I have. Thank you for teaching me what I need to learn. You were instrumental. As painful as it was, as much as, to be honest, I don't like you, doesn't really matter. As a soul, I forgive you. I thank you for the lessons I've learned through you. Namaste. Project love and gratitude to all of them. Project love to Mother Earth for sustaining us. Project love to every person, every being in all of creation. So be it. Thank you. Thank you all. So be it. Can you feel your heart and crown just expanding like crazy? Now be aware of your heart and crown. Take a deep breath. Be aware of your entire body. Exhale and let that love just spread everywhere throughout your entire body. Again, be aware of your heart, your crown. Inhale. Absorb that loving energy, that blissful sensation. Exhale and let it distribute and spread everywhere. One more time. Take a deep breath on your heart and crown. Your entire body. Exhale. Now lower your hands on your lap. Palms up. Keep your eyes closed. Keep your tongue on the roof of your mouth. Just be still. Now imagine a golden light, a golden flame on top of your head. Be aware of the love within your heart. Send a stream of love up to the crown and into that golden flame. One more time. Send love, gratitude, joy to that beautiful flame above your head and stay there. Just look at that golden light. It's getting brighter and brighter. Allow your entire awareness and consciousness to just gently drift into that flame. Your entire awareness is now inside the flame. Your entire body melts into that golden light. You are that light. Be still and enjoy. Stay there. Maintain your stillness and awareness. Continue being one with the golden light. Listen to the mantra Om and put your gentle awareness on the empty space in between each Om. Allow your awareness to just simply drift into that space and stay there. Be still and allow yourself to simply be one with that golden light. Be aware of that golden light and just simply let go and let things be now. Gently, slowly, very gently, slowly come back to your body. Gently move your fingers, move your toes. Just say thank you. Thank you for the divine blessings. Thank you for the divine healing energy. I'm super thankful, super grateful, super receptive, super absorbent to all the divine blessings, spiritually, mentally, emotionally, physically, and financially. I'm grateful for all the blessings in my life. In full faith. So be it, so be it, and so it is. Just be still. Let your entire body, physical, energy bodies, your chakras, your channels, all be super, super absorbent like a sponge for light. Absorbing all that light, all those blessings to every particle of your being. Say thank you. I'm super receptive. Thank you. In full faith, so be it. Now, raise your hands again in blessing like we did before. Visualize the people in your life that you love. Fill them with golden light. May all of them be blessed with good health, with happiness, with prosperity, and with spirituality. So be it. Now, bless your job, your career with success, with progress, advancement, prosperity. So be it. Bless all the people that have been good to you. Fill them with golden light. Say thank you. Bless our Mother Earth. Say thank you. Be aware of your feet, the base of your spine, and your hands. Just imagine golden light pouring down deep into Mother Earth. Repeat after me. Let our beloved Mother Earth be blessed with divine light, divine love, and divine power. Let our beloved Mother Earth be healed, regenerated, and revitalized. Thank you, Mother Earth. Thank you, thank you, thank you. In full faith, so be it. To the Divine Supreme One, Divine Father, Mother, thank you. To all the spiritual elders, holy masters, to all the saints of all traditions, archangels, holy angels, spiritual helpers, personally to my beloved teacher, Master Chokhok Sri Mahaguji Meng, thank you. Thank you for your immense blessings. We might not always understand it. We might not always know how to appreciate it. But deep in our hearts and our souls, we are ever so grateful. In full faith, so be it. All right, how was your meditation? Isn't it different when you have so much gratitude in your life? When you do your meditation, you're projecting love to people being good for you, or good to you, or just being grateful. All right. So thank you very much for joining us. Just a few quick announcements. As mentioned, on 1st of December, we'll start 1 month meditation challenge. We just call it a challenge, because some people say, yeah, I'll do it. But if it's a challenge, yeah, I can do it. You understand challenge just like, not type of challenge. It's more like, we live busy lives and come on, I can do this. For me, it's a challenge that I'll actually take the time to do my meditation every day and not only meditate, but meditate on gratitude. Be grateful to God. Be grateful to, to be on the spiritual path. Be grateful for this physical body that serves us. Be grateful for our teachers. Be grateful to our, people that love us, relationships. Be grateful for the lessons we learn. Be grateful for the prosperity and abundance. Be grateful for everything. And if you do that day in and day out, your life will change. Even the first week. We've been doing this for probably 4 years already, 5 years. People always give us feedback. So, just doing the first week, it just changes their perspective. Remember, the title of this talk is Gratitude Changes Everything. All right? So I hope you'll join us for that. And a few more things. Next week, we're going to have our deep emotional healing again. We had this is the third month in Rome. The first month was just clearing everything out. Last month was clearing out, releasing low self-esteem. Right? This month, guess what we're doing? Releasing guilt. And, it's a natural extension. When you have low self-esteem, part of it is because we did not get the encouragement we like, so we don't feel we're worthy. But part of it is because we messed up before. We didn't do what we're supposed to do, whatever. So there's guilt, and that stops us from moving forward. So I hope you can join us. You get the info here or, Instagram, Facebook. I hope you follow us, share this message. And so it's next week, the 26th. Okay? Anyway, you'll find out more about that. The title is Releasing Guilt, the Path to Self-Forgiveness and Self-Acceptance. All right? I hope you'll join us for that. And, of course, February we have our annual huge Arhatic Yoga retreat in San Diego. And the ones who've taken Arhatic Yoga already, you're all invited. And the ones who haven't, we also have our Arhatic Yoga class there that gives you the foundation so you can join the retreat. Okay? And the rest of you who are all over the world who are watching this, with many thousands of people watching this, if you want to know more about the powerful and insightful teachings of my teacher, Grandmaster Chokoksi, go to your Panic Healing Center. The ones who are new, just told me in UPW, you're welcome to come take our classes. So you have like a formal education on the steps, the mechanism, the application of this life force and this energy. But if you can't, for whatever reason, look for the nearest Panic Healing Center close to you. Okay? Other than that, Atma means soul. Namaste. Thank you for joining me, and we wish you much happiness and joy. All right? Take good care, and live super energized. Okay? Bye.